St. Mary Netherton Daily Chronicle, Evening Edition, March 11th, 1926. Good evening, dear listeners. Edmund Pruitt, addressing you as the village clock, strikes 6 on this Thursday, which has brought to our community an occasion of heartfelt celebration and practical enhancements to our educational facilities. The day unfolded beneath the settled skies Mr. Higgins anticipated, with the cloud cover thinning during the early afternoon before the hours softened toward evening, creating what Mrs. Pemberton describes as one of those March afternoons when the light carries just enough warmth to persuade one that patience with the season shall be rewarded. It is my great pleasure to report on an occasion that drew much of the village to the green this afternoon. Mr. and Mrs. Higgins were greeted upon their arrival from their customary afternoon walk by an assembly of neighbours gathered for a surprise celebration of their ruby wedding anniversary. The community had arranged tables upon the green, bearing refreshments prepared by Mrs. Hartley and Mrs. Westcott, whilst Mrs. Culpepper had organised a brief musical tribute from members of the church choir. Mr. Higgins appeared thoroughly moved by the gathering, whilst Mrs. Higgins was observed accepting congratulations from neighbours who recalled attending their wedding ceremony in St. Mary's Church 40 years past. The Reverend Holloway offered words commemorating the occasion, and the couple received a leather-bound album containing photographs and messages assembled by Mrs. Hargrove on behalf of the Women's Institute. The village schoolhouse will shortly benefit from a significant upgrade to its teaching apparatus. A consignment of composition chalkboards arrived by carrier this afternoon, scheduled for fitting on Saturday. The boards, which will replace the traditional slate boards that have served the schoolroom for many years, produce markedly less dust than their predecessors and offer improved visibility for pupils seated toward the rear of the classroom. Enhancements Mr. Thornley anticipates will benefit instruction considerably. In matters of refreshment at the inn, Mr. Fernsby announces the introduction of a new botanical elixir to the establishment's offerings. The preparation features distilled juniper, complemented by bitter orange and crisp cucumber, producing what the innkeeper describes as a refined alternative for those seeking sophisticated refreshment. Several patrons sampled the new offering during the early evening hours and pronounced it most agreeable. Mrs. Barnes's leghorn hen produced no afternoon egg, which Dr. Peterson attributes to the natural variation that occasionally characterizes even the most dependable producers, noting that such brief pauses tend to precede periods of renewed vigor. That concludes our evening report. This is Edmund Pruitt, bidding you good night from St. Mary Netherton, where Thursday draws to a close with 40 years of marriage celebrated upon the green, and our village carrying the week forward in good spirits.